Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer, and today I want to talk about my new poker chips. These are not the new poker chips, but the ones of you who follow my channel, you know, and most of you don't like that a lot, that I mainly play these days 18xx games, and I would actually say that maybe about 80% of my overall playing time I play 18xx games. And I try to do some other video stuff, and I did now this big Dungeon Universalis campaign, and well, I stopped kind of in the middle there, and I try to find other games so that I'm not only covering 18xx, but for me, off camera, this is absolutely my focus. I'm totally into this rabbit hole of 18xx games now for a couple of years. And once you start playing this a little more, you realize that the paper money simply doesn't really work, because there's a lot of transactions and it takes a lot of time to do all that with the paper money. So basically everybody who plays 18xx more commonly will get at some point poker chips. So a couple of years ago I bought these standard chips, and there are a couple of more somewhere else, but pretty much from the beginning there was an issue with these chips. Now they have these stickers, you can see that here very well. They have these stickers here, and well, this is really an extreme example here, but on many of them you have this sticky, the glue, and something, I don't know, part of it kind of attracts, I don't know, some kind of dust or something, and then you have this gray, it's really ugly stuff here, and I really dislike it. And I have that, it's also here a little bit, you don't have that everywhere, many of them, here it is. Some of them are pretty okay, most of them are actually, but interestingly for me, especially with the 5s and the 25s, maybe because I use them the most, there I have this problem constantly, and I'm constantly cleaning the shit away from this, using my fingernails, trying to get this away somehow. And yeah, and a couple of hours later, you're constantly fighting new chips which are dirty and kind of sticky, and it's just ugly. And they also, some of them actually, if you place them on the sheets, on the company sheets, they even leave a trace there, especially on the print and play stuff, where it's basically just standard paper or thicker paper or cardstock, and you just place them there, and then you have these, sometimes even small black traces left from the money. So that really sucks. So I was really not happy with the chips that I have. Probably most of you, I don't have any clue about chips. I don't care about them. But for some reason, you know how that works on YouTube. You see somewhere this weird algorithm gives you a video, and that happened to me, and I saw a video about poker chips, and it was crazy, I saw a guy, and he did reviews about different types of poker chips, and I think the whole series was called The Search for the Perfect Poker Chip or something. So there is nothing that you cannot find on YouTube. And I was really actually impressed. It was cool to see all these different types, and it was really interesting, I didn't know that at all, the different quality standards from the really cheap shit, which is even worse than that, to casino quality. And yeah, I was pretty impressed. So, and then after I watched a couple, I realized, hey, I really need these poker chips. They are absolutely fantastic. And these are called the Tiki Kings. And I just want to show you these chips. This is the one. And you know, they have a great texture. They feel absolutely beautiful. The 5 here. And we have a 25, of course. And also the background here just looks great. The colors are just beautiful. The 100, totally awesome. The 500 is my personal favorite because I love purple. Oops. And this one, the 1000, not quite as great. I'm not a big fan of orange, so yeah. But, and then again, a 5000, which is also, in my opinion, totally amazing. So, yeah, I saw these on YouTube and I really thought this is something I absolutely want. These are, they're called ceramics, but it's some kind of plastic, but it feels really great. There are no stupid stickers. It's printed, and yeah, they're just fabulous in my opinion. I can understand there are a lot of people who don't like the art. It's too cartoony, maybe, or something. You know, they don't enjoy that. They want something more serious, and I completely understand that. But for me, this is something I love. Whenever I play now with these chips, you know, I really enjoy it, and it brings a smile on my face, and I really now enjoy the paying out, simply handling these chips, just feeling them. It's something completely different. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's fantastic. However, there is a story about these chips. It wasn't easy to get them. And I also wanted to share this. So I ordered them, and they were pretty expensive. I mean, at least for what the standard person thinks about poker chips. I paid about $200 for this whole package, and an additional $90 for shipping, and then I had to pay 40 euros for taxes. So I paid more than 300 bucks for that. So, okay, I ordered that, and after a while, I wasn't notified or anything. I was just notified that it was sent to me, and the company I ordered that is BR Poker, and they are really cool. And so they sent this to me. They notified me. Okay. Well, the thing is, if you order it, they actually have to fabricate it. They do it especially for you, and then if it's done, they send it to you, and you get a notification for that. But you know, until it comes from the US to Europe, that takes a while. So I wasn't constantly checking my tracking number, and I kind of was pretty sure, okay, I get notified from DHL. So they used the USPS, US Postal Service, and then from when it left the country, DHL took over. Okay, so but I wasn't notified. Great. So luckily, I checked the app at some point, and I checked the tracking number, and it said they tried to deliver it, but nobody was at home. I was notified, and now it's sitting on some post office. Okay, great. Well, I wasn't notified. Anyway, luckily, I did read the app. in time, and I went to that post office, and guess what? The package wasn't delivered there. So, and it never was there because the day that the tracking app showed it should have arrived there, that day the post office was actually closed. So it never got there. So I was pretty upset about that. I mean, this is a $300 package and I absolutely wanted that stuff. So yeah, they gave me a number of the customer service from DHL. So I called there, and it was a disaster. You know, you end up with this chat bot on the phone, and you have to navigate your way through. You have to find the right, the right way, so that you end up finding some person. Otherwise, it says, okay, sorry, we cannot help you, and something like that. Okay, I ended up with some person, and they said, yeah, we cannot help you. The only thing you can do is the sender can actually do something. They can try to do some inquiry or something. But so I contacted them, but they said they can't do it either because they only have contact with USPS and not with DHL. Okay, great. So it didn't look that good. So I did dozens, of course, yeah, okay, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. Maybe 10 times I called the customer service. Nobody could help me there. And then eventually I did it online, and that was a little bit more successful. And believe it or not, and I mean, I went to the tax office. I went to all kind of other post offices and checked there. If it was there, it was ridiculous. After about 4 months, I finally received an email that the package did not arrive. And it is officially lost, and they offer me a refund of $75. I mean, that's not even what I paid for shipping. I paid $90, and they offered me a €75 refund. And I don't get the $200. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Why do I pay $90 for shipping? There should be an insurance or something. So DHL is really a total disaster. Okay, so they told me that the sender could maybe somehow try to get more money as a refund. So what I did is I did the order again. I paid again $300, and they sent it to me again then. And well, then I told them, sorry, the first package didn't arrive, but DHL told me that you can contact them and maybe get a refund then. Well, okay, so by that time I paid basically $600 and had nothing. However, BR Poker, these were real professionals. They immediately, when I said, okay, the thing is really lost, I have an email from DHL, they gave me a full refund of $300. And I really have to respect that, and I wanna say that here really, it's a small company, but they really took that hit that DHL actually should have taken. And they wrote me, they are for some reason not able to get the money back from DHL. And yeah, I'm really sorry for that, but it wasn't my fault either. So yeah, it just shows that these guys it's a great company. DHL sucks. But they have this, at least in Germany, they have a very powerful position, and it's really hard to get around them. So, okay. Anyway, this is the story of my poker chips. I'm super happy now I have them after, it took about 6 months from my first order till I eventually received them. But it really was worth all the waiting, and yeah, I just love these chips, and that was just something I wanted to tell you. And now I'm gonna start a new video series about 1854.